champions, welcome back in our live free chess.
And today I'm chess coach Rohit, from ChessPros Academy. And today we will learn a very amazing topic. Everyone's want to learn about those things like a opening. So today we will see a very common and very popular opening, which most of the time, if you see the Grandmasters games, World Champions game, when they are playing, they are using these openings in their game as well. So today we will see that opening only and we will discuss how to play in that opening, and if you want you can also use that opening for as your weapon in a big tournaments. Okay, so let's start. Before going for our opening, we will do some warm-up puzzles. So this is puzzle you can see on your screen. They are not this one, it's like the second puzzle. Give me a second. uh, what? No, this is also not. This was the previous class puzzles. Okay, now this is your first puzzle. It's a two move checkmate, guys. So think and write down your answer. How will you win this game in two move from white side, white to play? Quick. We have 1 minute only for this puzzle. Let's go. Okay, I'm just waiting for 1 minute. What happened today? Maybe I cannot see the messages or no one is messaging right now. Can I see now? Okay, Bishop. Rohit Kumar. Okay, now I can see your message. Rohit, hello, Bishop B2. It's a good move. It's a check, but how you will continue this? How will you give a checkmate? Let's say the king will move to G8, then what? How you can give a checkmate if the king moves to G8? It's a two move checkmate. Okay, time is over. So Bishop B2 was a very good plan. If the king will come here, we will give a checkmate, right? So we will force him the same, we will use the same plan with the little bit force move with the two threats, like Bishop H6. Now there is a threat. If we will capture, we already know the queen will go to G5 and it's a checkmate. But if we will not capture and go back to G8, there is also a checkmate. Just capture this and then checkmate. Okay. So if we will create two threats, it's very tough for opponents to save those two threats. Okay. Now next puzzle is going to be very hard because we are improving our level now. We already complete our intermediate level and also we complete our beginners level. Now we are in a advanced level some kind of. So let's go. Let's do this. White to play and do checkmate in three moves. Three move checkmate. Let's see who will find the answer for this one very quick. 1 minute for you guys. Just 1 minute. Try to think about your move and then write down your answer. Yeah, guys. Can anyone find the answer? Is it good that you guys are joining regularly and learning something every day? But if you also message me like in chat your answer, that would be better. Okay. Chalo, 1 minute hai. I'm waiting for one last minute. Hello, Poker Aman, how are you? So this is a three move checkmate from a white side. The Queen h7, protagonist. Okay. Queen h7. Okay. Then king. What? After queen h7, then king h7, rook h3. Okay, king rook and then rook h3. Nice move. And that's a force move. Very good, champ. Checkmate. Wow. But this rook is pinned. If you see, that rook cannot move. Rook h3 is not going, right? So you cannot move your rook to h3. So that's why it's not a two move checkmate. You need to find some idea. So you got the idea to do checkmate, but see what you can do to do in a three moves. How you will implement that idea. Hello, Retail SaaS. Retail today we are going to see one opening. One opening, how to play with that opening out. There are some threads. So it's a very famous, common, popular opening in a grandmasters level. In, all mostly in advanced level players are also using this opening in their games. Guys, time is over. So obviously, protagonist found the answer, but यहाँ पे this rook is come, it's pin. ये rook pin है, तो उसको क्या करना है हमें? We need to just first rook g2. Okay. Now the rook is not pinned. Obviously, if he will capture this one, okay. Let's see if he will capture this. So it's a just one move checkmate. Queen into f2 क्योंकि rook unprotected हो जाएगा. So he is not able to capture it. Let's see if he will play anything, whatever he will play. Like queen, bishop can't come here because this is directly a checkmate. And if he's coming with this line, then also it's like giving check. Comes here and then checkmate. So in every move in this, it's going to be a checkmate. Hi Mehul. Okay, clear? So rook g2 was the perfect move to get ready of this h3 threats. Then rook h3. Yeah. Now you can do h3 after sacrificing your queen. Amazing. Okay, let's go. Now we will go to see our chapter. Before that, it's a, let's see, no, it's a five move checkmate, guys. Do you want to do that? Do you want to check how to do checkmate in five moves? Do you want to see the calculation? Let's go. You guys have 2 minutes for this and do checkmate in five moves. Okay, very good. That's amazing idea, Rohit. But is this idea is working? Okay, there is some problem and you need to solve that with that discover attack. Okay, there is some problem with this idea. So you need to solve that idea problem with some other discover attack. Okay, it's not bad. You got the idea. Like in what after that? Yes. And that's the problem. See, if the knight c5 will come, you need to find the idea how to do a checkmate after knight c5. Knight, very, very good. Let's see some good answers, some correct answers are coming. Great, very good, guys. Think. Very good. Let's see. I'm not telling you which answer is correct. Now you guys need to think little bit more. One move, two move ahead and tell me. Yeah, okay, red tells our knight c5 comes after that too. What happened? Nothing, Manorama. We are just learning chess here. Okay, guys. Okay, red tells our after knight c5, white to play. Yes, white to play and five move checkmate. Let's see how, what is your idea? All moves are forced move. Queen to d8, rook d8, queen into d8, and then queen c5. Okay, that's amazing. Very good. Let's go. Let's see is it correct or not. Guys, what about you guys? आप लोगों के आंसर क्या है? Last minute. So amazing. Red tail shark. I forgot your real name. Rohit, rook f6 your first. Rook f6 is your first move because rook is not going f6. No rooks are going on f6. Knight b5, king e8. Knight b5. लेकिन यहाँ पे again this thing is coming, right? ये तुरंत आ रहा है. Queen c5 or knight c5. Both is coming, right? It's just a setting on Leech's Prime, so I just turn on it so everyone can see the square name properly and write it down. I think we can sack the queen on c5 instead of rook into c5. Yeah, we can play rook into okay. So not rook. Rook is not coming to c5. Okay, guys. So the correct answer is already directed. My name is Prabhas. Yeah, Prabhas. Sorry. Dhananjay Shukla knight e4. Good move knight e4. But the amazing move is coming from knight c8, closing the line of the rook. Right? क्योंकि जब knight c5 प्रॉब्लम आ रही थी, I told you right कि knight c5 पे प्रॉब्लम आ रहा है. तो knight c5 या queen c5 आएगा. ठीक है. So we have a this check after sacrificing this, right? So now if he will play here, then simply we will just capture and this is the unavoidable checkmate. If he will capture this, it's a one move checkmate, right? So this knight we used to close the rook rank and then we will give that threat to our opponent. Okay, तो आज हम चलेंगे. We will see one very popular opening that is called Ruy Lopez. So Ruy Lopez already we saw from when we play e4 moves. Okay, Ruy Lopez openings comes right from the e4 opening, right? तो अभी रोय लोपेज में हम कैसे आगे we will watch one game of Anatoly Karpov when he played this opening and how he improved his position. तो रोय लोपेज क्या होता है? It's a very positional solid game where slowly people are improving their pieces and winning. Wow, yes, Asri, that's nice, amazing. So Roy Lopez start with tell me the line of Roy Lopez. What is the first line of Roy Lopez champions? What is the first line of Roy Lopez? We are going to watch a very famous former world champion Anatoly Karpov game today by using in the like with the white pieces in a Ruy Lopez opening. So yes, e4, e5, like, but after e4, e5, there are many openings is coming, right? Knight f3, knight c6. Yes, amazing. Yes, Ashwin. Bishop b5. That's the Ruy Lopez line, right? And Ruy Lopez में हमेशा आपको ध्यान रखना है कि this is the opening people like to play who really like to play positional opening who really like to play slowly improving their pieces position. लेकिन ऐसा नहीं है इट्स अ वेरी स्लो ओपनिंग. इसमें बहुत सारे थ्रेट्स और अटैक भी होते हैं जिसके लिए हमें एक्टिव रहना है. Right now today's topic is about Roy Lopez, right, Prabhas. हम चाहेंगे हम we will see the Petrov opening defense as well, Petrov defense as well. Or we already learned the opening principle, right? Behind the idea, how to what is the idea behind some first moves. अब धीरे धीरे slowly we will go in some main lines where we will see how the opponent players are playing. और अगर आपको भी opening को prepare करना है, that is very important. उस opening को खेलो. हर एक एक मूव को नोट डाउन करो which move get changed and you see that okay this move is not like coming with so many threats. तो उसको फिर आप यूज कर सकते हो. ठीक है, उसको आप लिख लो फिर आप जाके प्रैक्टिस करो, वन मूव डेवलप करो एंड दैट्स हाउ यू कैन डू. और जब आप ग्रैंड मास्टर्स के वर्ल्ड चैंपियंस के गेम देखोगे यू विल ऑल्सो अंडरस्टैंड द आइडियाज बिहाइंड दोस मूव्स. ओके. Yeah. So in this position, when the Petrov, Anatoly Karpov and the other player is playing this game, sorry. So in this game, this A6 game, okay, A6 हम इसको कैप्चर करके इसको कैप्चर नहीं करेंगे because this is not a very good idea. If we will capture this, D7 will capture, and if we will try to get this pawn, the queen will come to D4 and it's a bad threat for white. वो पॉन तो लूज होगा ही होगा बट साथ में ब्लैक विल गेट मोर एक्टिवेशन इन दिस. Wow, Manorama. Nice. So we will see all the openings one by one, right? But not, and we will also learn all the tactics based on my curriculum, which I made for you guys, which I want to share here. Okay. So let's go. In this opening, Bishop A4 is the best line. Okay. It's a main line. So that is not going. Okay. It's called Morphy defense. क्योंकि बिशप को बचा के रखना है. दिस बिशप इज अ वेरी गुड बिशप फॉर व्हाइट which will create attack on f7. Okay, so knight f6, castling, bishop e7. It's a closed variation, right? It's a closed variation. Okay, Now rook e1. Now it's time to protect this because this is close. So he is going to do castling. b5, attacking the bishop. Bishop b3. So mostly क्या होता है? Two pair of bishops are superior minor pieces. So people like to exchange opponent bishops in the opening. Okay, and other player is like defending it. So d6, developing the other bishop, right? Clearing, opening the diagonal of the other bishop and also protecting this pawn so this knight will get free to move. Okay, that's the idea behind this move. C3, going for a center break. Okay, and also with that center break, with that threat, the bishop will get open and the knight will get some square to move on the king side. That's the idea behind it. So castling, h3, stopping this g4 idea. Okay. तो ओके सो एजे इट्स अमेजिंग अ वेरी गुड क्वेश्चन अभी कोई रैंडम मूव चल रहा है तो इसका मतलब है कि ही डिड सम मिस्टेक ओके तो हमें उसको मिस्टेक को क्या एक्टिविटी में कोई प्रॉब्लम आया क्या तुरंत इमीडिएटली देयर इज एनी थ्रेट कैन वी यूज अगर वो सब नहीं हो रहा है वो आपको ये देखना है कैन यू इमीडिएटली अटैक योर ओपोनेंट क्योंकि उसने रैंडम मूव चलिए देयर इज समथिंग बैड ओके or if you see there is some disadvantage of activity or for a space so you can punish based on that based on those strategy you have to punish it और उस रैंडम मूव को उसके बाद उस गेम को खेलने के बाद एनालिसिस करो what happened with that move note it down in your repertoire and after that second time anyone can play that random move you have those weapons to use them to punish okay so it's like slow process about learning because there are many options anything will come but all the other moves are comes with some weakness hello court player okay guys let's continue we need to finish this very quick huh so because I came here only for 30 minutes okay great so Knight a5 see पहले pawn को protect किया now he is trying to exchange his knight with this bishop okay but all the good players Anatoly Karpov was the amazing player right all the good players and this in this opening so Wesley Magnus Carlsen Viswanathan Anand Kasparov every great players played this opening वो धीरे उसके लिए आपको टैक्टिक्स में परफेक्ट होना होगा विच वी आर लर्निंग टैक्टिक्स लेकिन जो उसके बाद पजल जाके सॉल्व करो एंड यू विल बिकम लाइक अ ताल बट प्रैक्टिस कैलकुलेशन में परफेक्ट होना होगा ओके नाउ बिशप c2 he saved this bishop c5 the black is trying to play improve on the queen side okay and white idea is to play on the king side okay let's see how he will continue d4 क्वीन c7 अभी आप ध्यान से देखोगे तो ब्लैक इज इंप्रूविंग पोजीशन ऑन द क्वीन साइड एंड व्हाइट विल ट्राई टू इंप्रूव हिज पोजीशन ऑन द किंग साइड सो दैट्स द आइडिया इन दिस ओपनिंग अगर आप ब्लैक से खेल रहे हो क्वीन साइड में आपको थ्रेट देना है बट डिफेंड रखना है किंग साइड में भी व्हाइट से खेल रहे हो आपको किंग साइड में अटैक करना है प्लस उसके साथ साथ क्वीन साइड में भी ऐसे ब्लंडर नहीं करना है ठीक है नाइट बी d2 नाइट इज गोइंग ऑन द किंग साइड Knights come back to c6 because it's not a very good idea, very good square. So he needs some square for that. So and then d5 and knight d8. Okay, a4 going to break the queen side. Rook b8 is ready to that for that break. But here, Anatoly Karpov, this is a very famous game of Anatoly Karpov. Okay, a4 into b5 and then a6 into b5 अगर आप ध्यान से देखोगे now this rook get open file in this position and this amazing this is a very famous game because of this open file you know what this file get opened and rook white has a control on that file because of this white won that game ठीक है it is important to learn king open pawn opening to improve इट इज इंपॉर्टेंट टू नो लाइक इंप्रूव करने के लिए तो आप जिस भी ओपनिंग एक ओपनिंग को पकड़ो और उस एक ओपनिंग में इफ यू विल बिकम अमेजिंग दैट विल हेल्प क्योंकि सारी ओपनिंग के स्ट्रैटेजी सिमिलर होते हैं ऑल द ओपनिंग्स आर फॉलोइंग द सेम काइंड ऑफ स्ट्रैटेजी बस उसमें कुछ थ्रेट्स कुछ अटैक्स कुछ एक्टिविटी डिफरेंट आती है बट अगर उसके अब उसके बारे में आपको आइडिया है सो दैट विल वर्क फॉर यू ओके चलो लेट्स फिनिश दिस क्वेरी क्विक मैं बहुत कुछ दिखाना चाहता था बट आई थिंक आई डोंट हैव दैट मच टाइम चलो b4 Okay. So knight is coming from b7. Let's see how he will continue. Now knight came to f1. Now this knight has a two square, e3 or g3 both, and also controlling here. ठीक है. Bishop d7. अब आप ध्यान से दोगे, this file is still controlled in a white, or black wants to come here to take control on that square. So let's see how he will manage. Bishop e3, rook a8. Now he wants to take control. अगर opponent ही सिर्फ control करता रहेगा, like we learned in yesterday class, right? कि ओपोनेंट के पीस को रिस्ट्रिक्ट करते, अगर उसने ओपन फाइल को कंट्रोल रखा है तो हम भी ओपन फाइल को कंट्रोल कर रखे हैं. आई एम अ d4 प्लेयर, दैट्स व्हाई. या इट्स ओके, इट्स गुड. ओके, सब में स्ट्रैटेजीज, जो मिडिल गेम स्ट्रैटेजीज आएंगी वो सेम ही आएंगी. ओके प्रभास. ओके, queen d2. Now he is also ready. If you capture my rook, I will capture with the other rook, and then again I will control the open file. Rook f c8, bishop d3. Okay, so slowly developing, and this is like a threat here. g6. Now they are playing slow moves. Now the game is going very slow now from here. Knight g3, improving pieces, developing pieces. Bishop f8 and rook a2. The plan is to double the rook on the a file to get more control here. Okay, c4, like attacking the bishop. And now you will see the amazing move. First, he saved the bishop by moving b1, queen d8, and now the best move comes from this game. Do you guys know about this game? This played between Anatoly Karpov and Uzikar Volgang in 1974. Okay, and Anatoly Karpov won this game because of this amazing move. Do you know about that? Very good, Prabhas. That's great. So can you tell me what is the next move from white side? 1 minute. चलो आज हम यही गेम देख के जा रहे हैं. बिशप a7. अमेजिंग. यस, परफेक्ट. So bishop a7. What is the idea behind this bishop? वैसे भी this bishop like moves so the queen's diagonal get open. First thing. Second, now there is no exchange will come on the a file. So still Anatoly Karpov always have that control. और यहाँ पर this rook has that much space for his like squares for himself, but the black rook does not have very good squares there, right? So that's the idea, and blocking it, so he will use this file later anytime for his rook. So let's go, let's continue. Amazing. If you guys remember this, that's amazing. Bishop c2, and then this will also come. Like ये सिर्फ इसका है, इसी पर रहना है, ठीक है? The next move will come like that. Okay. Knight e8 is going through there. Now bishop c2, obviously yes. Knight c7 and rook ea1. See, controlling this by using this bishop block, right? Queen e7. And now we already control on the queen side where black has to control, but we already control. Now we will start trying to go on the king side. Bishop b1, bishop e8, and now knight e2. Now slowly again they started what we call it, maneuvering their pieces on their good square by going through the bad square. Knight d8, knight h2, and bishop g7, and f4 break comes now. So what I told you, once he complete the queen side game, he will start playing on the king side. f6, f5, now creating the second weakness. This is also called as principle of second weakness. एक तरफ हमने weakness create कर ली, एक तरफ हमने weakness fix कर दिया. Now we will go on the second side to create some other weakness. g5, but g5 is a bad move. Like हमने पता किया था, we learn weakness. हर pawn push के साथ some weakness आती है. तो this pawn push के साथ ये सारी weakness है in a black territory. Let's see how he will use. Bishop c2. Okay, my other classes time is also coming, so very quick we will finish this. Bishop f7, knight g3, going slowly improving piece position. Knight b7. There is nothing happening on the black side. Black, all the pieces dominated from behind his own pawns, and white has all the space for his pieces. So space means activity. Rook d1. See, after this pawn move, This weakness comes and slowly white is going to put his pieces on those weakness. H6, bishop h5, queen e8, like asking to exchange, but Antalya is Antalya. He is not going to exchange very quick. So queen d1, knight d8, rook a3. Okay, let's see what happened after this. In this game now, I don't remember full games, but let's see. We will see the plans. King f8, rook 1, a2. Okay, very good. So it's like just slowly going up. King g8, nothing is happening. So black is like, let's see what white will do. And what is like, I will improve my piece position slowly. Now, knight g4, 1. This is not like sacrifice. What will happen if this bishop will capture this bishop? Tell me, guys. 1 minute. Very quick. Is this a good move to capture the white bishop with the black? Because if the knight will capture, the black queen will capture the knight and they will get free bishop, right? Very good, Yashasvi. This threat is coming. That's why he played. So all the players are always very active for all the tactics. Tactics helps you to use those like Tal type of games. Knight f6, perfect. Yes, knight f6. So king moves again f8. So he also moved his knight away, but this knight get maneuvered on e3 because of this move. Okay, maneuvering, activating pieces are very important. Okay, now king g8 again went there. Bishop into f7. Now the exchanges comes. Knight into f7. Queen h5. He see after this pawn move, this is the weak square, and still every time all the grandmasters are using the weak squares to put his pieces one by one. Knight d8 want to exchange again. Is like okay, if you want to exchange, exchange on g6, exchange on my terms. Okay, if you want to exchange, exchange on my terms. King f8 and then knight h5, and this game is like going to be very quick finish. Like this is a mating threat. Okay, so the queen has to capture it. And here f into g6. And tell me the last move. He played this. Okay. Now what will you do? So there is two weakness now. Two weakness got created. One weakness, this open file. White will anytime get activated on the open file. Second weakness, now white has a passed pawn on the sixth rank on the other side. So this is the second weakness. Now, when the two weakness comes, the player will win the game. Now tell me the last move, what white will play, and then we will end this class for today, or maybe I will continue this opening also in our next class because I have my personal other classes, so I have to go that. Very good, Prabhas. Amazing. एक वीक स्क्वायर और क्रिएट हुआ है, एक आउटपोस्ट क्रिएट हुआ है, राइट? नहीं, हमें अपने पीस को पीछे लाने की जरूरत नहीं है यशस्वी. वी नीड टू गो फॉरवर्ड, राइट? यस. तो एक आउटपोस्ट और क्रिएट हुआ है जो हमने अभी देखा था, वीक स्क्वायर आउटपोस्ट इन अ वेरी सिंपल वर्ड. बट इफ यू यूज दिस इन योर गेम, that becomes amazing threat on your opponent, and after this there is no way for opponent to like defend this, क्योंकि ये this exchange is coming, bishop कहीं जा नहीं सकता है, and this pawn push is also coming after that. So this game is finished here only. The opponent, black opponent, resigned because of this two weakness, or there is no way to defend. Okay, guys. So I think, do you guys understand how to play with the Ruy Lopez, how to use the weak square, outpost, and the open file with your pieces? Okay. Remember, in this strategy, what we learn? How to use the open file, how to use the weak square, how to use the outpost. Okay. And in a Ruy Lopez opening, black will try to play on the queen side and white's idea to play on the king side. Okay. So that's how we will play this game. And the player who will go with more threats, go with more initiative, that player will win. Thank you so much, X has nerd. Okay, that's all from my side. Do you understand this opening? Do you learn something? अच्छा, मैं हिंदी में ही ले रहा था क्लास यार, तो सॉरी. ठीक है, आप लोगों को अगर अच्छे से समझ में आ गया होगा, सो राइट यस इन अ चैट बॉक्स. दिस इज आई एम गोइंग फ्रॉम हियर. नेक्स्ट टाइम प्लीज टीच वन ब्लैक ओपनिंग फ्रॉम D4. दैट विल कम प्रभास, वो आएगा, डेफिनेटली आएगा. ऐसा नहीं है कि मैं नहीं करूंगा, सारी चीजें मैं वन बाय वन यूज करूंगा. ठीक है, सबके लिए ये रहेगा. ओके गाइस, so that's all from my side. If you learn something, don't forget to like and subscribe. Okay, or I will also share more knowledge. Now we will come in evening to play together, review and learn. इन इवनिंग और लेट नाइट, तो उसके लिए भी रेडी रहो. 5 to 7 players, with the 5 to 7 players I will try to play. Okay, take care, bye bye. That's all from my side for today.